everybody. It is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to a little Monday dose of Joystiq streams. My name is Anthony John Agnello, Joystiq Community Manager. And today we have Mr. Zav D'Amatos, Feature Content Director at Joystiq.com. Hello, Zav.
Hey, what's up?
And Zav is playing a little Grand Theft Auto 5 on PlayStation 4, which he's been playing since late last week. And Zav is the gentleman who reviewed Grand Theft Auto 5 when it came out on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 for Joystiq last year. Mm-hmm. So he's digging it right now. He's getting in. You're only a little way into the story of Grand Theft Auto 5 on PlayStation 4, right? This is still early.
Yeah, I've only just Franklin and Michael have only just met. And so Trevor we won't see in this stream because that doesn't happen until very later in the game. And I'm just driving like a madman, a lunatic right now.
That's always like the greatest feeling in the world. I will say that was what excited me the most about playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for the first time last year, was how good the driving finally felt. I know a lot of people really don't like the sort of boat controls for the cars in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah.
Where like you have these very, very heavy cars that turn in very, very odd ways. But yeah, I love the sort of burnout light feel of driving in GTA 5. I don't know about you.
I like it a lot. I think this game obviously felt way better than previous games. Some of it's a little like you're driving in soup. Like it's just a little too crazy. This one I felt like... It's weird because if you play something like Saints Row, they have the very quick turning mechanism in it, and it just feels like an arcadey game, but it's like they wanted the driving to be as much of a nuisance in Grand Theft Auto as reality, because that's sort of their thing. Making things as realistic as possible, even if it may be not best suited for a game. But I like it. I think it's pretty good. But the big thing, obviously, and we'll get to this right now, is you can now play Grand Theft Auto 5 completely in first-person perspective, and you do it by the touch of a button, and this is it. You can play the entire game like this.
Oh God! Oh
it's
no!
Gonna be
I'm
weird.
ready for it.
You're gonna get car sick. My girlfriend. I was playing this over the weekend, and my girlfriend got super car sick. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna steal this guy's bike.
Gustavo Dark 06, we are not going to be playing online because you cannot play Grand Theft Auto 5 PlayStation 4 online yet. Oh my God, that is making me car sick.
I'm driving a motorcycle in first person, and I'm going super fast.
Oh my God, it's making me woozy. It's making me woozy.
Are you serious? Oh God, why did you cut in front of me? Oh dear God. Some guy just cut in front of me in traffic, and now I'm on the roof of his car. And I'm gonna shoot your stupid car. Get out of here. Oh God, and I just got hit by a car. So this reminds me of Breakdown.
I can't keep looking at this.
Are you serious? So this kind of reminds me of Breakdown. I don't know if you've played Breakdown.
I've always wanted to play Breakdown, and I think it's one of those games that's not backwards compatible on 360.
I don't know if it is. It's possible.
Just shooting that car.
So the thing with Breakdown is like if you get punched, if you get knocked over, you know they add all of that bobbing and rolling to the first-person camera. So if you get seasick or motion sick, this is gonna mess you up. And in Grand Theft Auto, it is very much like that. Oh God, a bus just cut in front of me, in first person, on a motorcycle. So yeah, that's and like it just drives away like you didn't just massacre a human being on the streets of whatever. So yeah, the that's what's weird about it is it's a little bit like Breakdown. So it's not just a regular first-person shooter. It is very intricate. There are a lot of animations associated with it. I wonder, like, could you ever play this game? Do you get motion sick from video games?
I get weird motion sickness in some games. There are some games that I cannot play at 60 frames per second because it makes me feel gross. Like, when I started playing Last of Us Remastered, I had to do the thing where you lock it at 30 frames per second.
Really?
Because it was making me ill. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One does the same thing to me. And the only other game, the very first 60 frames per second game that made me sick to my stomach was Perfect Dark HD. The Xbox 360 version of the original N64 game made me violently ill at 60 frames per second. But those, that's kind of the only example. The driving in this is definitely...
So I'm being chased by the police, and in order to look behind me, I actually have to look into the rear. I have to turn my head in the car, which you can do just by clicking down on the stick, and he looks back behind him. But yeah, that can be frustrating. The only time I've ever been motion sick from playing a video game was when I played Zombie U multiplayer.
Oh yeah, all right.
And I was using the Wii remotes, and I remember playing. My sister was on the gamepad. She was over, and we were playing this game, and I was like, I feel kind of weird. Like, something's going on here. I've never experienced this in my entire life before. And then all of a sudden, oh god, I'm gonna park my car and duck down to see if this cop doesn't catch me. So I just started feeling really woozy, and I was using the Wii remote and the sticks, and the camera moves independent of everything. And then I just got super nauseous, and I had to put the controller down, and I told her, I ran into the bathroom, and I was so dizzy. And my sister, because this is how my family responds to pain, her only response was to laugh hysterically at me. Because we're a very loving family. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, it's the only time I've ever had an issue playing a game and got motion sickness playing it. This hasn't really done it for me, though.
Array Knight has come up with a very good suggestion for what you should do, which is get your character drunk in first person.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go do that. You can get drunk or stoned in this, and it is pretty hilarious when that happens. Let me start a mission here.
Full disclosure, Zav, I have stopped watching what you're doing.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
So you didn't just watch the naked guy jump out of Michael's?
I did not see the. Was it the tennis instructor?
Oh yeah, it was the tennis instructor.
Yeah, it's the tennis instructor.
Nothing happened. It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah. There was this misunderstanding. We should say this is probably rated M for mature for everyone, because you're going to see a lot of subtitles with swears in it. The audio is down a little bit, but oh, I gotta go catch this guy now. Where did he get that car? And my car disappeared. Oh, what happened to realism, Grand Theft Auto? Just making stuff go, huh? I'm gonna go chase this guy. Is he driving a golf car? Oh, he's driving a really crappy car. I thought he was driving a golf cart. All the missions are starting to bleed together for me. Isn't that weird? Like, oh god! I'm chasing this dude in first person, trying not to make everyone extraordinarily sick. If people are super sick watching this, I can turn it off. I will permit that to happen. Although I think it is kind of funny that is a possibility. So you can't even watch this at all, though.
I am literally just looking at the chat right now. Full disclosure, this is not I am not going to go out of my way to play Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4 or Xbox One or anything this year. There are so many good new games, and frankly, when you eat a lot of something and then it makes you sick, you can't eat that thing anymore.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5 and I have that sort of relationship where I played so much of it in so short a period of time that I think it'll be a while to go back. Before I go back, that is.
So sometimes when you're playing the game, it will pull to third person if it's trying to do something with the story. This will happen from time to time. You can also set it that if you go into cover, it pulls to third person, which I think is a really nice touch. Or you could just make it that when you're in cover, it's always in first person regardless. So if you can sort of tweak it. We can go through some of the options too. There are some other little things about the game that I think are really interesting on PS4. So first of all, I will say that if you're playing it on PS4 and you've turned off the controller speaker in your PS4 menu, you have to change that in the options of Grand Theft Auto because it will still try to play through the speaker even though you've turned it off. So for a while I was playing the game and people would call me on the cell phone and I wouldn't hear their part of the conversation. And I thought there was an audio bug, but what it was is that it was actually feeding the conversation through the PS4 speaker, which I had turned off in the PS4 UI. So you can, you have to change that because by default it goes through the PS4 controller. So
I regularly forget that there is a little speaker in the PlayStation 4 controller at all. That always just sort of disappears in my head because I turned it like off as soon as I hooked up the system. I can't remember what it was that I was playing that was making horrible beeps and bloops out of it. Might have been Knack.
Oh.
Might have been Knack.
Yeah. There must have been a game that made me say nope. Like I don't remember what it is though, for the life of me.
Yeah, man. My favorite ever, like my favorite game that ever did the we're gonna use the little speaker in the controller trick was in No More Heroes for Wii. Because at the beginning of every boss fight, your boss / girlfriend would call you, and you had to hold it up to your ear to hear her cell phone conversation because the volume was like really quiet too.
Okay.
So you wouldn't just hear the cell phone call like you do in Grand Theft Auto 5. You actually had to hold it up to hear what she was saying. I thought it was kind of cool that one time. And then I was like, no, I don't need to do that again. Subtitles from here on out.
It's not really related to that, but it is another audio option that I thought worked really well in the game. I don't know if you ever played Manhunt on the original Xbox.
Oh, I didn't. And that's where like they can hear you, right?
Well, there's that, but also if they're in it, the main antagonist is actually talking to you through a speaker. But if you use a Xbox Live headset, he talks to you through the headset, which I thought was a really cool novelty thing. I mean, it's basically the same thing. And that was, gosh, who played the original Hannibal Lecter in Manhunter? God, what is... he was in X-Men? God, I'm blanking on his name. Famous actor.
Oh
British
my god. Ian McKellen.
No, not Ian McKellen.
Patrick Stewart.
No. What? He played Hannibal Lecter. What are you talking about? All right. I don't remember his. I'm sure the people know who I'm talking about. Oh, I'm being chased.
Anthony Hopkins.
No, it wasn't that. He did not play the original Hannibal.
Anthony Hopkins' evil twin, Anthony Hopkins.
There we go. That was what I was looking for. Oh, okay.
Everybody, Anthony is not a name. That's not a thing.
Anthony? No, Anthony is
Anthony
not.
is. That's not a thing.
Oh man, now I am shooting in the car in first person. Wait. Oh god, I don't even know where people are right now. That's how crazy it is right now.
Vorix, this is Grand Theft Auto 5 for PlayStation 4.
I just died.
Oh, Brian Cox.
Brian Cox. Thank you, Brian Cox.
There it is. He played Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, in the movie Manhunter, in the original. Gosh, I'm obviously not good at remembering names of characters, but the original detective who was in the Hannibal show, who was played by Edward Norton in Red Dragon, that was played by William Peterson, who was in CSI.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Anyway, Brian Cox played the bad guy in Manhunt, and he talked to you through a headset in that game. Was my point 20 minutes ago that I was trying to make.
Zav, you should have just said the old cop in Super Troopers. I would have immediately...
Oh, God, you know what? I could have. You're right. And then we would have said meow a couple times. We would have had this thing on lock. It would have been fantastic.
It would have been all taken care of.
Yeah.
If Rockstar would make me a Super Troopers open world game, which is not the kind of thing that would exist in this day and age, but it does sound like something that could have been made for like PlayStation 2. That would have been the best.
Oh, crap. How do I change? Oh, here we go. Alright, for some reason I switched and then it wouldn't let me switch, and now it's telling me to switch again. Because you have to switch characters in this mission. I have to do this mission in third person though, because I just tried to do it in first and it did not work out well. Although Michael is a terrible driver. AI driving? No. Never good. Man, there's just gonna be a bunch of not safe for work tags all over this video. So are there people in chat who actually have not played Grand Theft Auto 5?
It doesn't. It seems that we have a lot of people who have already enjoyed Grand Theft Auto 5. We did have one question earlier, and I'm trying to figure out who asked it. And I'm not seeing it here. Ah, there it is. Array Knight. What are your thoughts on Grand Theft Auto versus Saints Row? Full disclosure, Zav, I've never played a Saints Row game. Ever.
Really?
In my entire life.
Well, I like Saints Row, the series, pretty much, up until the third one. I liked Saints Row 1, I liked what they were going for. I like the evolution of each one of them. Like, Saints Row 1 through 3 are totally different games. All
Yeah,
three of
I've
them.
heard that.
3 is the best one. I really did not like the fourth one. I thought that was just like a mishmash of all the things that they could have just done as extra stuff in Saints Row 3. I mean, I know it was... I just don't... You know, the whole Matrix thing... I don't know. It reminds me of Borderlands in a way, where Borderlands is, like, narrative is... Oh, let's just make a bunch of pop culture references and that will be our story. And I don't find that to be good writing. I find it to be really lazy.
I know what you mean.
So, I mean, I have that same feeling when it comes to Saints Row 4. I feel like they were just, like, reissuing the same jokes again and again. In fact, like, the same characters show up constantly. So, not a huge fan of Saints Row 4. I'm interested to see what they'll do with the series going forward, but, like, Gat Out of Hell is just another Saints Row 3 spin-off in my mind.
That's, yeah, and Saints Row 4 was just an expansion of Saints Row 3 DLC, right? That's what happened there?
Well, the Enter the Dominatrix stuff that ended up being DLC for Saints Row 4 was the original Season Pass DLC that they were selling for Saints Row 3. And then they expanded, like, I wouldn't say that the entirety of the game it was supposed to be DLC for Saints Row 4, because Saints Row 4, or Saints Row 3, because Saints Row 4 is a big game.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It just didn't strike a chord with me. I thought it was... Some of it was kind of funny, like, the opening I think is clever, but, like, the entire world is just, like, the same red and black, and kind of... It was just... It got a little boring. Especially because I think I played that around the same time, and I played Infamous Second Son this year. Like the final version. I got to it pretty late, and Infamous Second Son was just, like, the open world game at the time. I don't know if you've played a lot of Infamous, but that game...
I've played the first one, and I played Second Son I did everything in Second Son. Like, I every one of those little glowing doohickeys, I got all of them. I enjoyed it. I didn't totally love it, though.
I just realized that I'm thinking, like, it's weird because generally, like, we're talking about what's going on screen, but I realize that it's because you cannot watch what's happening right now. Although I'm not playing in first person anymore, so...
Oh, I can watch!
You can watch now. We'll retire it for a moment so you can actually get a little bit of insight as to what's happening.
Yeah!
I wish that, you know, I want to see how far I can... I want to go to the airport and see if I can steal a plane.
Yeah, I did like the flying in Grand Theft Auto 5. It took me a while to get a hang of it, though.
You know what I think would be crazy in first person in this? Is the scuba diving stuff.
Yeah, I have not seen any footage of the submersible because the submersible is all, like, can't you do, like, viewport view in that?
Yeah, you can. I think so. I just remembered that there's the circle when you jump and hit the circle button, you go into ragdoll, and it is the most fun ever to just jump and then hit the ragdoll button and see how much chaos you can cause to your own body. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can go down to the scuba stuff is all locked right now because it's still pretty early on. But I'm gonna see if I can drive over to an airplane. I want to know what that stuff looks like in first person. You know?
Yeah.
I would say playing it if you've already played it. The way that I would play Grand Theft Auto again, because I wouldn't otherwise. For this version, like Vice City, I could probably play again because I love the heck out of that game. But For this game, I would say first person would definitely make me play this entire game again. I think it's fun, and it adds something totally different to the game that you've never seen before.
Zaf, I like you doing like the belly flops just onto the middle of a road.
Yeah. And now I'm just
What?
driving off of cliffs and stuff.
So I haven't gotten to talk to anybody about this because, obviously when I play Grand Theft Auto 4, I have the perspective on it of, I'm a New Yorker, so playing in their big fictional New York is always kind of cool.
Sure.
And I don't know LA particularly well. I mean, it did sort of amaze me playing GTA 5 how well it captured downtown. Because that's the place that I've spent the most time in Los Angeles. But, like, how does it feel? Like, you're an LA guy. Does it feel like the place?
Yeah, there are sections of... Ever since I saw that first trailer, there's a part where they revealed that you can have convertibles, and they were driving sort of near this, like, boardwalk area. And that is the area that I used to live near. And it has like these like old retro shops and weird coffee houses that you cannot pronounce the names of because it's Los Angeles. It's like there's like an umlaut and everything. It's weird. And then like there are structurally there are these pillars that are very iconic for that area, and that is what the game sort of looks exactly like. And if you drive down to the pier area in this, like their Muscle Beach. Or Vespuccio Beach is their Venice beach. I used to live near Venice, so it looks like you can tell that that's what they're going for. It's not one-to-one, obviously. I'm in the fashion district in the game right now, and there's a guy in LA who parks his, like, super rare car. I don't even know what car it is, but they even modeled his car to put it in, so it's just parked on the street the way that it always is in Los Angeles.
That's so cool.
It's weird. It's like the weirdest little things. You know what's funny? I interviewed a developer a long time ago, and Grand Theft Auto 5 had just come out, and we were talking about detail in games. And this developer had made a pretty popular game, and they were saying, I play Grand Theft Auto, and I play that game, and I realize how crazy those people are at Rockstar, because they put detail into things that no one would even know. Like, that doesn't even matter. For example, like if you have your GPS turned on and you drive in a tunnel, your GPS starts to malfunction. Like that's detail that doesn't matter. If you were wearing sandals in this game and you run in the sandals, there's an animation for the sandal because it's independent of the foot. So you see the sandal clapping against the foot. In any other game, it would just be a solid thing. It would be a foot with the sandal texture on top of it. But it's this he's the guy, and the person who was telling me this, he's like, do you know how long it would take for us to do that, like to program that? And they just did it because whatever, like they're crazy. And that's sort of the thing that I really appreciate, the fine details of a game like Grand Theft Auto. It's just like, it's stuff, like one of the things, if you play it on PS4, if the cops are chasing you, the light bar flashes red and blue for no reason, just other than like, those are the police colors, like. But it's cool,
Yeah.
Every character you are playing as, the light bar is the color of that character on the radial menu. So like Trevor's green and Franklin is green. Franklin is green, Trevor's yellow, and I think Michael's blue. So it's just like weird little things like that.
I would, like, if somebody said, what game do you want more than anything in the world? Like, what do you want Rockstar to make? I want Red Dead Redemption with the level of detail that Grand Theft Auto 5 has.
Yeah.
Like, I want Red Dead Redemption with this level of minutia and attention to things like, let's make sure that whenever your boots are moving on sand, that they sound, this much different from when you're walking on, like, rocks that are a little bit harder. Or there is, the thinking that allows you to have this one really weird car in the fashion district of Los Angeles just because, that'll make it more authentic.
I don't know. They just have this like love for making things as realistic as possible. I see some people in chat asking for a first person.
Yeah, they're demanding that first person.
So I'm going back to it to warn you, Anthony. I am going to now get high with Franklin here. So you can see what happens when you drink or get stoned. It is it's funny because they said that it wouldn't be easy. It would be easy, I guess, for them to make the game where they just push the camera down and don't change any animation, just make it first person for the sake of making it first person. But they actually they said that they made brand new animations for all these things. And the thing that's crazy about it is you just hit a button and you could switch to this perspective. It's layered on top of the existing game, I guess, that new animation system. So here's Franklin, totally stoned. So I'm going to see if I can get up.
We live in a different...
fuzzy.
We live in a different world, man. 10 years ago, if somebody heard that Grand Theft Auto let you smoke pot in first person, it would be deemed the most dangerous thing that had ever happened to American culture.
Yeah, now I'm drinking beer. Because
2005, Joe Lieberman would be going into apoplectic fits over this right now.
Yeah. We're going to switch to Michael and do a mission, I think. See what some anarchy we can cause. Or actually, so here's a terrible thing to do. You drink with your friends and then play a game like Burnout Paradise in first person. You will never you will never drink and drive. It will cure you of any stupid idea to ever do something like that. So now I'm in first person and I'm stoned and drunk and I'm going to start driving around in Grand Theft Auto and see how easy it is. Oh man, I'm already clearing up. Oh, but my controller is all over the place now and I just crashed into a pole. So clearly things did not work out for me.
Oh wait, so when you get high in the world of Grand Theft Auto 5, everything just looks like it's a J.J. Abrams movie.
they just put lens flares everywhere.
Oh my god, I cannot watch you drive. I can't do it.
Oh
I
man.
tried.
All right, let's do a mission. I'm gonna stick with first person, so
No,
just
yeah,
stick to that chat.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
All these question marks, strangers and freaks missions. I like these missions; they're pretty good. So, is there a part of Grand Theft Auto that you said you didn't really like the story, you didn't like the characters all that much? What was the part that kind of first of all, what did you give the game?
Well, I reviewed it for the AV Club / Gameological Society, and we don't have scores.
Oh, okay.
So I just sort of, I just wrote about it, and the one thing I said that most impressed me is sort of what we were talking about before, which is just how incredible the world is. And Zav, I don't mean to insult your hometown, but Los Angeles is an ugly place.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's an ugly city. And if there's one thing that's amazing about what Rockstar North did with Grand Theft Auto 5 is that it made Los Angeles beautiful. And Grand Theft Auto 4 did this in moments, but Grand Theft Auto 5 does it consistently. It's the only video game I have ever played that captures like the joy and pleasure of just going for a drive. And I love in Grand Theft Auto 5 getting to a car and just like driving up the coast to Malibu. Like I love it. And like just like I'll put on like the Flying Lotus radio station and just like I will wait until the game is at like sunset so that I can drive up the coast, into the night. And I love that it captures that feeling, that sort of weird, melancholic, melancholic happiness is the only way I could describe it, of getting into a car and driving around at sunset. I know how pretentious that sounds, but it's true.
You're basically the worst human being ever.
I'm the worst human being in the world.
Yeah.
And I love that Grand Theft Auto 5 will like just let you do that at any given time. And I love that feeling of discovery. Like, the first time I drove up the coast to Malibu in the game, I pulled over there's like that hot dog stand right when you get out of town. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? It's sort of like a roadside restaurant in the game.
Yeah.
And I pulled over there, because I was like, you know what? I just want to see what this place is, and my car was pretty beat up. So I was like, oh, I'll get a new car. And I went up, and there were two people inside. They looked like sort of young, like, it was a young couple, it was a dude and a chick, and they just pulled out guns and started shooting at me. Like, for no reason. I didn't do anything. I wasn't even, like, armed and holding up my weapon. They just pulled out guns and started shooting at me. And I just took off. Like, I broke into their car, which was like a Jeep, and just took off. And I was like, that was amazing! So I love stuff like that. I love those mysterious moments where not just the physical, detail of the world blows you over, but the sort of life that lives inside of it bowls you over as well. Mm-hmm. That just destroys me. But every single time I had to go into another cutscene of, like, Michael jabbering at his son, and his son talking about how they have a bad relationship because his dad doesn't respect him, I was just like, God, stop it. This writing is terrible. It's terrible. It's like, But yeah, there are times that I wish that Grand Theft Auto would just de-emphasize story. Like, sometimes I feel like there's too much of it.
It's weird because the series has taken a strange turn, because it used to be just complete parody of old movies. I mean, it was the first Grand Theft Auto 3, at least. It was Scarface. That was. I mean, it had the same theme tune, essentially, too. And then Vice City was an amalgamation of a bunch of different movies, like Carlito's Way, and it had Goodfellas in there and all these other things. San Andreas was Don't Be a Menace and all these other movies as well. So, and Boys in the Hood and things like that. So it's weird because they've sort of... Grand Theft Auto 4 was sort of their first branching out moment of like, oh, we can just make something ourselves and have moments that are inspired, but not whole swaths of characters or worlds that are inspired by these movies. So, I think that in some cases it's served them well. I liked Grand Theft Auto 4's story. But Grand Theft Auto 5's story just never struck with me. I always felt it to be pretty shallow.
See, it's so funny because I love in Grand Theft Auto 4, I love the Nico that you see in cutscenes. Like, the haunted guy who would give anything to get out of his old life of violence into something else, and yet he's just sucked back in and sucked back in and sucked back in. I love that Nico. But then there's the Nico you play as, who's a psychotic who, like, jumps off bridges and goes dancing in Times Square and blows up helicopters by crashing them into Queens. And then there's the Nico in, like, missions. And it's so weird that the Nico Bellic that you see in the cutscenes and the Nico who talks when you actually carry out missions, they're so different. There's a late game mission in GTA 4 where, like, there's the elder member of the Irish mob family who's just gotten out of prison and is like, no, he didn't just get out of prison, but he's super paranoid that one of his old partners is just getting out of prison, and he's afraid he's gonna snitch on him. Mm-hmm. That he's gonna finally turn him in. And so there's a mission where you have to, like, go pick up this, elderly con and take him out for this family. And you drive around, and it's like, the guy just keeps saying, like, look, I don't even care about all that stuff anymore. Just let me go. Just let me live. Just let me do anything. And there are these, like, weird stray moments in Grand Theft Auto 4 where you are allowed to choose how you want a mission to end. Like, you can show mercy or kill like somebody.
The Wire-inspired mission with Playboy X and...
Exactly, yeah. So, you have to drive him out to these cliffs in, like, Far Rockaway. Mm-hmm. And I was like, fine, I'm just gonna leave him. And so I, like, let him out of the car, and then I got back in the car and started driving away. and all of a sudden it starts flashing that icon. It's like mission target is escaping. And I was like, what do you mean mission target is escaping? Like, I don't want to kill him. And then it was like mission failure. I was like, no, wait, why? Why would Nico in this mission kill that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no benefit for him. There's no money in it. There's no anything. And that stuff just, like, it frustrates me because the character is so good in other moments, you know?
Yeah. So I just played tennis to see if whether or not it would do in first person. And it actually doesn't. It actually only
weird.
did in third person. That's a little...
Zav, first person yoga. First person yoga.
Oh, I don't know if I have any... I haven't met the yogi yet, so I don't know if I can do it. Is there yoga on the map, though? There are a lot of these different activities that I think would be very strange to do in first person. Some of them very disgusting. That's as far as I'm going to go with that conversation. No, I don't know. I wonder if I could do like the firing range stuff in first person. That's got to be it, right?
Yeah.
It's a first person shooter.
You know what else you could do, Zev?
What's up?
You know that place at the top of the hiking trails where you can like go to the top of where the gondola lets out and there's one of the parachutes up there?
Oh, boy.
Do a little first person parachuting? Because I think it's just sitting there at all times.
Yeah, there's oh man, I gotta look up exactly where that is. Do you know exactly where that is in the city? I don't even know if I've unlocked that map. That part.
It's on the west side. You can get there by driving up the Malibu coast and pulling off at the first. Like there's like a park entrance road. I love that you can talk about Grand Theft Auto 5's like world like that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you drive up the coast, there is like not too far past that restaurant I was talking about. There is a like access road to the trails, and you can drive pretty far up those trails with just a car without it exploding. Which I did that a lot.
Well, you know, someone in chat funnily asks, well, isn't that just Far Cry? Because yeah, you can do parachuting in first person Far Cry. But I know that in some of these... Here, I'm going to switch to third so I can actually look around. I know it's some of these like buildings in the financial district. There are some parachutes because you can dive off the buildings.
Yeah.
That are just sitting on top of the buildings. Wait, is that one of them? This might actually be an area that has one. We'll see. They have the ones where you have like the motorcycle as well. And you have to drive off the building.
Yeah.
I don't see it here, though. I don't know if any of this stuff is locked when you initially start. I don't think it is, though, right?
No. You can pretty much... It's not like Vice City was, where you just couldn't go to certain places, because like bridges were shut down.
I'm just gonna randomly punch people on the street. Oh, this security guard is shooting at me. How dare you, sir? Oh, and I just clocked you in the face.
Stay the fuck down.
The maniacal laugh of the Grand Theft Auto player.
Yeah. It really is a distinct chuckle.
It is. It's disturbing in multiple ways. Oh, man.
God, yeah, this actually, like, now I'm watching you just kick this guy in the throat.
It's like Breakdown.
It is like Breakdown. Apparently Breakdown is compatible, backwards compatible on 360, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
I should pick up a copy before you can no longer, pull down the Xbox Live updates that let you play those old Xbox games.
I feel like there is actually a way to get a parachute in these buildings here, and this construction site. Oh, but the police are chasing me, so this is not going to end well, regardless. Oh wait, can I get to this elevator in time? If I can. Oh god, controlling this thing is not working out. Oh man, it's not letting me get into the. It's not starting up the elevator here. Oh, well. Whatever, just run. You can see your shoes when you run. I know there was we used to get that question all the time when we would stream first-person games.
You know what's weird about the first-person movement in this?
What?
He moves like it almost feels like the old Valve games, like that sort of speedy perspective shifting that like is so distinctive to Half-Life 2, where it doesn't have the weight of like a Master Chief, like where you feel like you're a little bit slower. Am I making any sense?
It reminds me a little of oh crap! How did he see me? It reminds me a little of the original Killzone,
There you go. All right, yeah, that's a good talking point. Yeah,
where it was just like it was just really kind of difficult to even get a grasp on your movement in correlation to the way your weapon was swaying too. So that game sort of made me feel not sick, but it was just a strange. It was this weird disconnect that I haven't had in a lot of first-person shooters, where the gun had so much weight associated to it, and there wasn't that much weight associated to the actual movement.
Zev, you like those Killzone games too, right?
Oh no,
You're into that? Oh no?
no. I mean, I like the co-op in Shadowfall.
You like the co-op, yeah.
But that's as far as I'll go.
I don't understand Killzone. I've tried. I beat 2, and I don't get it. Oh, you know what one is really good though? The PSP game. It's like a really hard Smash TV.
Okay,
There you go. That's a topical reference.
Because Alexander's saying he wants me to just go on a killing spree. So
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
go on a killing
see
spree.
if I can go and buy weapons and ammunition and then just start blowing stuff up.
I like you just from your driver's seat just shooting the back of a cop car.
Listen,
Why not?
There are no rules.
There are no rules.
There are no rules when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto. Let me see if I can find an ammunition. I think it's...
God, that's funny. Oh, Slapjacks and Ham. Good question. Does GTA 5 for PS4 support remote play? I think all games have to support remote play.
I think so.
To be certified, I think you need to support it in some way. We don't know if it is like customized to suit remote play in the way that something like Assassin's Creed Unity is. That's the best part of Assassin's Creed Unity is the controls for remote play. They're really nice.
That's the best part of Unity?
That's the best part of Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm saying it.
Yeah, that game didn't turn out very well.
No.
I finished Rogue, and we should have a review for that pretty shortly. And
Yeah.
much better than Unity.
Yeah, you seem to enjoy it a lot. Although you said, not to go too far into spoiler territory, but you said that the ending requires that you've played Unity?
The ending, my appreciation of the ending was enhanced by the fact that I had played the beginning of Unity. So that's about probably as far as we should go with it. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to. But if you're familiar with Unity and sort of the setting of Unity, then it should give you the same feeling essentially. I mean, because I didn't play Unity to completion. I got about 2 to 3 hours into it, and then I got stuck in a bale of hay, and figured I think I'm done with this thing. Like I was good. I was good. Oh man, knives in first person. This is gonna end poorly.
Oh God, this is
gonna end poor. Wait, can I get C4? Oh man, so much stuff is gonna happen now. I just bought grenades. Oh man, can I buy that parachute? Some of that parachute, dude. You have it on the wall. Why do you have invisible items on the wall? That's weird. This must be some sort of interstellar
That's the
universe.
latest thing in weapons store technology is invisible items.
Exactly. What, can I buy these horrible clothing? This horrible clothing? I can, but not in first person. It'd be hilarious if you had to walk and look in a mirror to see whether or not you look like a douchebag wearing these like Duck Dynasty get-ups.
Right.
All right. Well, let's just. Oh man. So there's going to be no judging, right? Like.
No judgment.
All right. No judgment of the horrible things that are about to occur. How do I switch weapons, though? Is the question.
Actually, I'm lying, Zeb. There's going to be a little bit of judgment.
As long as there's just a little bit,
Just a little bit.
I can deal with that. How do I... Oh, you have to use the radial menu.
If you guys hear me slightly hiccuping and slightly belching, a little bit motion sick, bear with me.
Are you serious?
No joke.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm seeing how far I can go here.
That's so weird.
It's
all right.
really embarrassing.
Has this ever happened to you before?
Yeah, it's happened to me before.
Okay,
It was happening to me when I was watching Ludwig do 60 frames per second Master Chief Collection.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, Array Knight says, "Be the worst person you can be."
Done and done. You have not met me. Wait, switching weapons is unbelievably difficult in this mode. You have to use the menu to sort of like flick your finger. I don't know how... Okay, well, I'm switching to third person to just switch weapons, which is completely dumb.
That is pretty dumb.
Wait, how do I now do this? Oh my... I'm going to go through the options and look if there's a quick setting to do it. Controls... Interaction menu... Weapon wheel is left trigger for this mode. Okay. There we go. Knife. That's what I was looking for. I'm gonna do first-person knifing. So dumb. Oh my god, that's awful! We're all horrible human beings for having seen that. And now I'm just chasing a guy down Beverly Hills with a knife. This is sort of like what happened to me last weekend. Hey, look, there's a cat! There's a random cat on the ground. Oh my god, I stepped on the cat! This game is the worst!
Wow,
I didn't know you could even step on cats. Oh man, I hope Susan's not watching. Oh god! Someone just hit me with their car.
This is terrifying.
This is awful.
Legitimately terrifying.
This is... We're all worst for having seen this. And now I'm going to steal this person's car. And instead of actually taking their car, I will now just chase them with this knife.
Wow. This is the darkest thing I have seen in a game. The cat was the darkest thing I've seen in Grand Theft Auto.
I don't remember ever having that ability to do that.
Yeah, I've never seen the cat stomp.
I would like to, I'm just chasing this one guy.
Yeah,
there's so many other people. He's quick though. Oh, he just got hit by a car. Oh man. And now you stabbed. All right. Terrible. We're all awful human beings. I think maybe I'm gonna have to go through like some sort of AOL psychological assessment
like
after this.
Review process.
I don't know. Can I jack this bus? I'm just gonna go ahead and...
D-Day Gold. Remember, everyone runs faster with a knife.
It's true. I've played Counter-Strike. I know what's what.
Totally accurate.
All right. I'm gonna get to the top of this mountain, and
Oh, Alexander has come up with a very good recommendation. Grenade a car. I recommend grenading this bus.
done. Gee. He just dropped the grenade like a boss. That was weird. Oh my god, I just got clipped by a car, which sent me into a... Now I have my fists... Oh god! I got hit by a car and shot at the same time, so my body's just flying in the air.
Oh my god! Oh man, that grenade explosion was so worth it.
I just looked at my computer and saw that Alexander was telling our internal chat that I stomped on a cat.
Yeah, like, so I guess that's the next-gen leap here. That's how you know this is PlayStation 4, is that Grand Theft Auto 5 on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One lets you be even more of a monster.
Yep. Hey, this is what Grand Theft Auto is about, right? You do your missions, and then you get a little bit bored with the structure of it, and then you just decide, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to start shooting random things.
I would love to know at what point in the process of coming up with like Grand Theft Auto 5 story and characters that like the Housers were like, let's have an irredeemable monster as one of our characters. Like, let's have Trevor be the cackling voice in your head when you try to go for 5 stars. Oh god, oh god.
And I'm just gonna chase everyone. Oh, I made a mistake. It is actually, you just have to hit the button to use the radial menu here, so.
Oh, alright.
That was my bad. Oh my god. Awful. I'm just stomping on this poor dude. I love how people are running away from their cars, and in the process they're running into traffic.
Yes.
And getting killed that way. Terrible. This is making me feel like a bad person, by the way. I would like to make that very clear.
That's a good thing.
I think it's funny to a certain extent, to the point where it's really dumb. But yeah, this is all awful. Okay, I'm gonna throw this grenade over there, and I'm going to now grab the shotgun and shoot this guy.
So yeah, I think this is making me feel like a bad person should be the back of the box quote.
That actually would work.
Grand Theft Auto 5, a stunning achievement. One of the most amazing games on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. This makes me feel like a horrible person. 5 stars.
This, I really hope this doesn't come up when I have to do my visa paperwork. And they're like, well, we don't know what kind of citizen you'd be because we saw you stomp on a cat in a virtual world. And I'm allergic to cats, so it's like my alibi's not holding up.
Yeah, no. You got a record, man. It's prior behavior.
But listen, this is what Grand Theft Auto is about, is punching people in the back of their head when they're unsuspecting. And then... And then trying to steal cars. What? Steal the car, dude! Now I'm going to steal your car, and I'm going to reverse it, and I'm going to run you over with your own car. Because that's what Grand Theft Auto is about, right? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's running away. Let's see how this looks in first person. Oh, God! Terrible. Also, why does everyone in every Grand Theft Auto game just carry all of their money in giant wads?
Just huge piles.
Just
yeah.
huge piles.
Nobody has an
with
ATM card.
With a clip. It's weird.
Alexander, drink his coffee. Is that part of the car, or is that an actual cup of coffee sitting next to the driver?
Oh, there is a cup of coffee in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. Can I do anything with it? No, I can honk on the horn. Although that honking motion looks very suspicious. This is like the most childish stream we've ever done. I hope you know that.
Very close. Very close.
Oh, actually, no. You guys did that Dragon Neuropia thing or whatever. That was probably more childish. What was that dragon game where the dragon was like overly sexual?
Drankagard.
Drakengard.
Drankagard 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the 10 minutes of the beginning of the game involves the dragon just going to the bathroom.
So I'm gonna bail out of this car in first person going high speed, so I hope that that messes you up, Anthony. Oh god, no, I just crashed it with him.
I'm actually kind of acclimating now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like I'm kind of okay now.
Well, that's disappointing. Alright, well I'm gonna drive away from all these cops that are upset with me because I don't know why. It does look like I'm masturbating in my own car. The animation for honking looks very suspicious, is all I'm gonna say.
It
Bail!
does look a little suggestive.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. The screen, and I'm in the water. I didn't even know there was water around. Let's go swimming. Let's just do it. The cops don't know where I am. I'm hanging out. Can I pull out a gun in the water? I cannot.
I wonder if you can do Michael's... So, spoiler warning for people. There is a scene later in the game where Michael experiences some hallucinogenic visions, and I'm wondering if you can do that in first person. The Big Lebowski thing.
Oh my! Oh god! I just I forgot that there's like an animation where you can actually slit someone's throat. This game is
Oh god.
This game is gross. This game is so terrible. I'm just like it's uncomfortable laughter at this point.
Oh my god.
Hey, let's go shoot more things. Because Grand Theft Auto.
Ah.
You shouldn't smoke, it's bad for you! Alright, well, we've helped one person today. Oh, I just shot that guy off his bike, that was amazing. This guy's jogging, which is great for the cardiovascular system.
This is every parent's worst nightmare about video games.
It is. I'm 31, by the way. My mother is extraordinarily disappointed in me, I'm sure.
This is, like, literally every cliche about, like, the horrified, ill-informed, like, person who's like, oh, video game. Like, this is literally a murder simulator.
This is. Also, I'm really glad that I don't have a webcam on, because if I had a webcam on, I'd find myself on Fox News at some point.
Yeah, it's literally.
Giggling at what's happening on screen without zero context as to whether or not I think that this is ridiculous. I think it is ridiculous, but it's...
Video gamer goes on virtual murder spree after, quote-unquote, furiously masturbating in stolen car.
God. It's like the gift that keeps on giving, this game.
Oh my god. Well, everybody, we have just a few more minutes in Zav's reign of terror in Los Santos. We're streaming a whole lot more throughout the week, and there will not be any more horrible massacres. Tomorrow, tune in. We'll be playing a whole lot of joy in Dragon Age Inquisition. We'll be checking out the multiplayer mode. We'll have a full crew of 4 playing that. And on Wednesday, we will be playing a whole hell of a lot of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So if you want to get a look at the 8-player fights and all of that madness in Super Smash Bros. Wii U, come on by at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. There will also be an appearance of Brawlsack, my murderous amiibo, who is way too good after training him up to the max level.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry,
and then on
Brawlsack?
Brawlsack, that's
okay.
right.
All right.
Because I am a 14-year-old
Suddenly I feel better about what's happened today.
And on Thursday, we'll be playing 4 Cry. A little 4 Cry, because why not? Yeah, and if anybody is interested in some free video games, absolutely free video games, we can accommodate you. We could also accommodate you if you're looking for free video game consoles. At joystiq.com right now, joystiq.com, we are giving away an Xbox One. It's the Assassin's Creed Unity Xbox One bundle, and all you really have to do to get it is follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. And if you would like more details, go to joystiq.com. Yeah, and after that, we're going to be giving away a whole lot more crap. Zav has a giant box of stuff that we're going to be giving away in December. 2 giant boxes of stuff that we're going to be giving away in December.
Yeah.
And we're also going to be giving away a limited edition Destiny PS4 and one of the Super Smash Bros. Nintendo 3DSs. If you would like to get those, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. You will get those details. All right, Zav, you want to drive this car off a building?
I just went through the windshield, actually. Now the cops are after me, apparently, because of my 6 skills. You know what's cool is the cops were chasing me real quick, and I had it was hard to see through the glass in the window and the windshield, so I just shot out the windshield. That's pretty rad that you could do that. And now I'm going to just drive right into this building and bail out at the exact same time. Let's do it.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
So am I.
Horrific, horrific nightmares.
Well, let's end this before we become even worse people than we already are.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody. We'll
I
see
do
you
not
tomorrow.
condone anything I did in this video game. I want to make that very clear. I am a good, honest person. And I'm Canadian, so we don't know what violence is anyway. Bye.